Well, okay, let's stick with the positives before we go back to the weaknesses. What are the biggest positives so far from this team 3-0 start?
I mean, there's a lot. I think one that we talked about earlier, I just want to jump on real quick again, is the wide receiver room. I really think having those injuries actually helped them in the long run, because once these dudes come back, I mean, like guys like Watkins aren't even going to see the field because they're so good. Probably, I'm guessing, right? You got Ricky Pearsall when Juwan comes back, Brandon Ayuk comes back, Kendrick Bourne looks solid. I was always glad they got him. Demarcus Robinson comes back after he comes back this week. So the talent at the 49ers wide receiver room is very deep. It's not, they don't really have like that dude. Like they don't have no Justin Jefferson on this team or Jamar Chase, but they got a lot of really good wide receivers that fit this offense really well. So I think the depth on the wide receiver room is one of the positives.
Yeah, if they can ever get them all on the field at the same time. It's nice that Robinson's coming back. I think he had a really good offseason, and they just need someone. Ricky needs people that are big and tough to complement him, because he's the deep threat, and he's a really good deep threat. I called him the white Odell Beckham Jr., and I stand by that. Anyway,
yeah,
the defense, dude. Small. The defense, dude. They're second in points allowed. No, third in points allowed, fourth in yards allowed.
Yeah,
they haven't given up 20 points in a game yet. I mean, they can stop the run. Mykel Williams is exactly as advertised, if not better. Bryce Huff is really good. D. Winters is really good. Upton Stout is good. Marquise Siegel's good. Like, Fred Warner is the best defensive player in the NFL, in my opinion. And we'll see what happens with Bosa. But even if Bosa misses time, I think it's going to be a good defense.
I mean, even Alfred Collins and CJ West contributed to look good. There was a time where all three of those guys were out there. The first, second, and third round picks of this draft were out there doing well. And like you said, man, like I'm sure at some point not having Bosa would definitely come to light like as a problem, but it wasn't yesterday. And I'm sure they can win a lot of games even without him, because of Huff can take his spot. And as long as Mykel Williams can be out there, they might need another straight pass rusher if Bosa's out for a long period of time, but they didn't seem to miss him much in the game yesterday. You couldn't really tell a difference, honestly. So I agree. This defense, a lot of us were like, hey, there's going to be some learning curves, and there probably are.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing, is they're just going to get better. D. Winters looks fantastic. Fred Warner's the best linebacker to maybe ever play the game, honestly. He's one of them. Diamador Lenore is locking people up. They got a couple weaknesses, and we'll talk about that more, like about who they can't lose. But, I mean, Malik Mustafa is going to be back after this game, most likely. I don't know, because it's a Thursday night game. He might not play against the Rams, but I would expect him, if he doesn't play in week 5, he'll play in week 6. Malik Mustafa is an absolute beast. I think Nick Martin is just sitting behind D. Winters, but he has a ton of potential. This defense is extremely young, and they're being orchestrated by maybe the best defensive play caller in the NFL. That's how I feel right now. What Robert Saleh has done with this unit, it's unheard of, honestly.
Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now. And what he's doing with Bryce Huff, too. I mean, he created Bryce Huff in New York. Howie Roseman threw money at Bryce Huff, gave him to Vic Fangio, who a lot of people would say is the best defensive coordinator in the league. Vic Fangio had no fucking clue what to do with Bryce Huff. Discarded him midway through the season, won the Super Bowl anyway. Then the Niners get Bryce Huff on discount. The Eagles are paying more for Bryce Huff than the Niners are right now. And guess who was the Niners' highest graded defensive player yesterday, according to Pro Football Focus? You guessed it, Bryce freaking Huff, 90.1 rating. He had 28 pass rush snaps and had 5 pressures. I mean, what a great addition. He's everything they hoped D. Ford was going to be, but he's actually healthy.
I think, isn't he the one? I don't remember, but and that was awful what happened to Connor. I think he might have been the guy that hit him, if I'm correct, in the backfield.
Not that I didn't want to watch that play. I did.
Yeah. Not that that's a good thing or anything, but the fact that he was back there to make that play, yeah, Huff's fantastic. There's not a lot of weaknesses on this defense. If I was going to try to point out one that's a slight concern, might be Renardo green. He hasn't looked amazing. He has not elevated as much as I was hoping from last year to this year. We'll see though. It's early stuff.
Yeah, when we talk about biggest weaknesses, I just might talk about him.
I'm
but
jumping in.
I'm not done with positive yet. The PFF just came out with their grades for the game, and I think it's interesting. It's some person's take. It's not like this is, like an algorithm doing it. But hey, highest graded player on defense from this game, Bryce Huff. I could see that. Highest graded player on offense from this game. Yes.
Highest graded player, Ricky.
That's who I would have guessed. He's number 3.
The highest graded player on offense yesterday.
Yeah.
What? Mac Jones?
Yes.
I don't know.
Mac Jones 1, Trent Williams 2, Ricky Pearsall 3, Brian Robinson 4, Colton McKivitz tied for 4th. Hey, it's PFF. Take it with a giant grain of salt, but Mac Jones played pretty good yesterday, man.
Yeah, I don't understand. There's I see some people in the chat. I saw it on Twitter during the game. Some people thought Mac Jones wasn't doing good, and I don't understand that. I mean, outside of the interception, and maybe he should have threw the ball away on that safety, but really, I blame the guy. I can't even think of who it is. The guy who fair caught, don't fair catch it under the 5. Yeah. What are you doing? Let it bounce. So I thought Mac Jones actually evaded that. It was Pooney who held right there. So I thought Mac Jones played good. I don't understand why people didn't agree.
Yeah. I mean, I think I saw a lot of people on Twitter being like, the Niners would be blowing this team out if Brock Purdy were playing. They'd have so many more points. Really? Are you sure? Don't want to
understand.
Kendrick Bourne?
I think the run game, and we'll talk about it, but having no run game, and I don't think people realize the 49ers cannot run the ball, and teams know this, so they're preparing for passing.